The story of the book. The most technologically efficient machine that man has ever invented is the book. Northrop Frye. Chapter 1. Ancient Origins. In the ancient world, before the concept of the book as we know it, there were various ways to record written information, although some, like stone tablets, were not very portable. The Egyptians used scrolls made from papyrus, a plant-based material, as their portable information storage device. The Romans adopted the scroll format as well, storing them in boxes or cubbyholes similar to a wine rack. The Romans also used wax tablets as a temporary writing surface called a codex. This diptych-styled object was constructed as a pair of wooden boards with wax embedded in each leaf and bound with leather thongs. It was used much like a notebook, functioning as a temporary writing surface that could be smoothed over and used again. By the 1st century CE, an accordion-folded parchment notebook was introduced and became commonly used throughout the Roman Empire. Chapter 2. The Rise of the Codex. During the 1st century CE, a codex-style book emerged using papyrus, parchment, or vellum for pages. The codex, which was bound on one side, allowed text to be written on both sides of the page. This innovative format replaced wax tablets and scrolls between 300 and 600 CE. The modern book, specifically the binding, has evolved from its early codex form into what we have today. Chapter 3. The Evolution of Bookbinding. Throughout the book's almost 2,000 years of existence, it has undergone changes to improve both its physical strength and aesthetic appeal, such as adding hard covers and sewn bindings. Folded parchment pages were sewn onto thongs, attached to wooden boards, and then covered with leather or other decorative material. Medieval books often featured leather straps or metal clasps, referred to as furniture, which were used to secure the pages and prevent warping caused by humidity. The process of rounding and backing the spine, preventing it from caving in and increasing the durability of the binding, replaces flat spines in the 15th century. Decoration could be added to the book's cover, back, or spine. Early craftsmen took pains to produce beautiful designs. Ornamentation of the early 15th century included small blind or gold gilt embossed animals, flowers, and leaves. By the end of the 15th century, individual decorative stamps were largely replaced by roll and panel stamps as time savers, due to the increased volume of books being produced from the recently developed printing press. The Great Omar, lavishly bound by Sangorski and Sutcliffe with gemstones and gold in 1912, is an exquisite example of ornamentation. The timeline of how books have evolved shows us the importance of bookbinders in creating the book as we know it now. To continue with the story of the book, watch Episode 2, Papyrus, Parchment, and Paper. To learn more about hand and industrial binding tools, machines, and processes, visit the American Bookbinders Museum. Visit our website to check out our upcoming events, including lectures, workshops, and featured exhibitions in our gallery. This project was made possible in part by the Institute of Museum and Library Services. The American Bookbinders Museum. We tell the story of the book.